king with the sack of Big Macs. We're throwing down with the rockables ass on time. In your mind, see, you gotta be the best ability. You gotta funk.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. And on tap tonight, it's Austin going up against Chicago. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. It'll be Austin off the tip. Cunningham looking around. Here's Yao. Hibbert pulls it in. Into the lane. Cooper with the bucket.
Awesome job cutting inside there and capitalizing.
And talking to Con Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Austin with the ball. Here's Yao. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Yao's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Part of what makes Yao so dangerous, he doesn't have to be right inside to score.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Cunningham outside. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
Chicago calls timeout. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Knippel. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Strong work inside by Knippel, proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
And stolen by Scott. The finish. And finished off by Scott.
Yeah, it seems like every night we get someone trying to break the glass.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. They get it back. Here's Yao. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Yao's got 6.
This is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
A nice shot by Nader.
Gets it in close and doesn't waste that high percentage shot.
Stolen by Avdia. Cunningham with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Obviously, Yao is just so huge. Defensively, it's almost impossible to guard him legally.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And it's Irving missing. Chicago leading. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Cooper. Can't connect from 13 feet out. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Vassell outside. 6 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. And there's another one for Austin.
Nice recognition of the closing defender. Got it away there in a hurry.
Nader can't get it to go. For the three, Devin Vassell, and that's good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. The second quarter comes. 17. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Williams outside. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, that one's on the defense, gave him a little too much of a window there.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Nader. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
For 3, Vassell. A three-pointer is right on target. Vassell's got 6.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. Over Williams. It's rebounded by Nader. Outside Williams. Here's Owens. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Owens has got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago. Time called here. Austin decides to talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Irving. Still yet to score. From deep three-point territory. They get it again. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Irving. Austin needs to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Austin.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Last to the shoot.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, when a guy puts it right back that hard, there's really nothing the defense can do about it.
Irving from long range. Stolen by Avdia. And Scott has it in the corner. To the middle. Pass to Cooper. And here is Scott.
Austin foul called. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Chicago now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Down low. Here's Avdia. Here's Cooper. He's covered by Pritchard. This one for 3. And it's Cooper missing.
And, well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, great as a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Time called here. Austin decides to talk it over. And 1:01 left in the first half. Pass to Yao. Can they get it? That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Yao's got 11 points.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Here's Mirotic. And yes, it's good. And Chicago leads by 9.
And you love the floor recognition there, proving he's willing to give it up to open teammates.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, right to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Towns, the screen. And once again off the mark by Austin.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And so it's Chicago, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pass to Cooper. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Cooper's got the first bucket of the third here for Chicago. Here's Yao, and Hibbert with the block. Irving for three. Here's Yao, and finally they hit one. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass, just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive board.
Yep, it counts. Chicago leading by 12, and stolen by Yao. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Drills it from outside. Cunningham's got 6.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way. Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
And they pick up 2.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Little turnaround, and there's another one for Austin.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
That one good for 2. Yao's got 21.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to Knueppel. Back to Scott. Connects from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far. Cunningham outside. Towns, no luck.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Cooper. He's got 9. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Esty out. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. He's got 23.
And this is why Yao Ming is an all-star caliber talent, because of that ability to just dominate offensively.
Back to Scott. Now Knueppel. Here's Nader. Rebound by Yao.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Vassell wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now just a 3-point Chicago lead. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Hibbert hits the bucket.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this. Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
5 seconds left in the third. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Chicago leads by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
So it'll be Chicago off the tip. Pass to Scott. Hibbert with the screen. Lets it fly. Raleigh with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now, Kneppel. Isaiah Thomas missing on the 3. And talking to Con Kneppel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Right side, Scott. Nance with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Chicago with the ball. Isaiah Thomas missing on the 3. Scott can't get it to go. And Thomas, here we go. And the jam by Isaiah Thomas.
Man, that's the baby-faced assassin. Thomas, he'll smile at you, and then he'll cut your legs out from under you.
And there's the call on Mark Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. There's the screen. And stolen by Thomas. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Nance with it. Defended by Kneppel. Thomas surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. Raleigh needs to get off a shot. Over Scott. Thomas with another miss. Pass to Hibbert. And the layup falls.
Perfect feed. You make it easy on your teammates if you get it to them on time.
Here's Nance. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
Here's Hibbert. Jump shot is good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
You got to have inside scoring to be successful, and he's aware of that.
Here's Hibbert. Ollie with the rebound. Lewis with it. Here's Nance. Lays it up off the glass. Nance has got 6 points.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Irving for 3. And here's the fast break. Here's Knipple. Goes back up. Here's Cooper. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Raleigh leading by 4. Up again. Here's Lewis. And Hibbert with the block.
When your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
A nice shot by Irving.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raleigh leads by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Raleigh.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high-percentage looks.
Back to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Now you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. There's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Here's Lewis. Duren a screen.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
That one good for 2. It's deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Irving drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Here's Scott. Avdia trying to break free.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
Irving with a clean look. Hits the three-point bomb.
Timeout.
Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Raleigh.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Nader. No scoring in this one. Diving in.
I just love his attitude on D. That block shows he isn't giving up anything easy.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Who is outside? To the inside. Nance. Avdia with the defensive effort. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside, Scott. Over Irving. Scott, good. Scott's got 5 points so far. Raleigh leading by 9. And Thomas, here we go. And Thomas with the stuff.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Tries from 16. Here's Duren. And it's blocked.
Well, you cannot sleep on Avdia's defense. He'll work hard to try to deny you.
Outside, Scott. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And it's Chicago to start out. Here's Nader. Yep, that one goes. Nader's got the first basket of the game for Chicago.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Flames on D. Here's Cooper. Up and in on the layup.
Got to be crafty in close.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Nader. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Unselfishly giving up the ball, putting the pass right where it needs to be.
And here's Hibbert after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. And it's good for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Nader. Kept alive. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. Nader's got 6 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Cooper. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Caught the defense sleeping and sets up a wide open shot.
Here's Brunson. And it's rebounded by Nader.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Cooper. Basket counts. He has 6.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
To the inside. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Hibbert. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Nader.
And when I look at the box score, a higher percentage of assisted buckets is a great sign. Tells you the team is playing well offensively.
15 seconds left to play in the first. Knipple wide open, and he fires. Sinks the triple.
That's his shot. When Knipple gets any sliver of breathing room from deep, he's going to fire.
And that one drops.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Scott lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And so it's Chicago, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I like the fact also that they are the ones that have forced the action. They created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
Well, Avdija has decent size, but it's really about positioning for him on the glass. That's how he wins second chances like this.
Up top, connect. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pritchard. Another shot. Nice jump shot. Good. Pritchard's got his first points of the game.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
Here's Nader. Nene pulls it in.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Vassell, no good. Chicago leading by 7. Pass to Owens. Back to Avdia. Rebound by Nene.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Chicago's shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him. Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And it's Avdia off the drive.
Using that momentum on the drive to great effect. Now that's a dunk.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Flames making a change here. Chicago trails by 7. Here's Vassell. And count it from 19 feet away.
Oh, great looking jump shot there.
Pass to Avdia. To the paint. Here's Nader. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Avdia can't hit. And Chicago has possession. Pritchard. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Pritchard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was something else. Are you kidding me?
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
And it's Chicago scoring again. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Chicago leading by 6. And talking to Con Kniffel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined. Well, that's an emphatic message from Kniffel, letting everyone know he's arrived.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this is what they want to do. Work for high percentage looks.
A 3-ball. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pritchard way outside. And again, Chicago, no good. Scott off target from outside. Chicago trails by 13. Here's Beal. A terrific shot on a turnaround. 8 points for Bradley Beal.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's Hibbert with the drive.
And that's how you take it to the rim.
with authority.
Chicago trails by 13. Nice. Brunson working inside.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Here's Nader. 9 points in the game so far. Hibbert hits the bucket. Hibbert's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
That time, Vassell looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Here's Nader. Over Beal. Nader can't get it to go. Brunson attacking. And the dunk by Brunson.
Well, there he goes, getting some elevation and scoring 2 loud points.
And there's the try.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Chicago trails by 11. Brunson fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. To the middle. It's stolen by West. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
How about Towns? Rumbling down that court, completing the break.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. To Hibbert from about 16. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the basket by Vassell.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And he gets the bucket. Hibbert's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Second chance shot. Again, Chicago.
And this is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Driving the lane.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
On deep, Brunson. Oh, Brunson, good from range.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Chicago trails by 8.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Elbow shot. And he hits the jump shot. Brunson's got 25 points in the game. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's Chicago up by 6. And we've got more action coming your way. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Chicago leading by 6. Scott is screen. Here's Smits. A special move before the shot.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Back to Pritchard. Looking for George. He gets it there. And he converts the layup.
And the deep not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Schmitz. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And Scott now, top of the key. And they pick up the 2.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Chicago making a switch here. Beal fires. That one is off. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Beyond the arc. Towns with the rebound. Chicago trails by 11. Brunson. Another shot. And the way in, and he gets it done.
Yeah, well, every coach wants to see this play every time. A big effort on the glass wins him the second chance bucket.
Layup no good. Chicago leading by 9. Scott with the ball. Brunson picks him up. And that one is good.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
One-handed!
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Brunson, 18 feet out. Count it.
Making the defense look hopeless. Brunson so clever with his ball handle.
And that one is good.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Here's Beal. From 18 feet away. Good on the basket.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
Outside, Brunson. 16-footer dropped in.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
That is how you finish.
Al Vassell. And get the 3. Knebel with it. Count it.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Hibbert inside. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
There's 14 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Caller, get tonight. Got sprayed by ice, now hit the highway. Making money the flyway. But it's got to be a better way, yeah.
I got to get better, man, it got to move on. Switch from Motorola to a prime code phone. Broke a two-prong, then you know no. Used to call my spoke, now these count my inches. Had to get older, man, it got colder. I done got grown, got a chip on my shoulder. Licks in Kuwait, got licks in Pakistan. Boys don't understand virtual reality caravan. Double dose, marble flow around me. Every time I come in.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me courtside tonight, Greg Anthony and Tim Legler. So it'll be Chicago off the tip. Hibbert at the elbow. Shoots from the high post. Clock up two there.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Elbow shot is on the way. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And what a tool for VanVleet to have. We know he is great driving it, so when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective.
Now here's Hibbert. Nader. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And here's Thompson. On the wing, Mullen. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Now here's Hibbert. No good there.
Chicago foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. VanVleet can't get it to go.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for Atlanta. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
When your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Now here's Van Vliet, and it's in there. Van Vliet's got 6.
Nice jump shot. Van Vliet, he can stretch the floor for you or hit there from the mid-range.
Here's Scott. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Scoring on the break, so much easier than in the half court.
Hit the floater. Van Vliet with the bucket. He's got 8.
And how about the touch on that floater? Van Vliet, you got to admire how creative he can be.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Avdia on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Fires it up. The good-looking shot from the wing.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And here's Brunson outside. Sinks the triple.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here's Avdia. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to West. Thompson with it. Thompson looking for an opening. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
A putback, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Atlanta.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Adams. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta. Pass to Avdia. Down low. Here's Nader. It's rebounded by West. And here's Atlanta. Van Vliet outside. Back to Brunson. To the middle. It's up a 3. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
And when you get inside like he did, that's when you have to locate the shooters on the perimeter.
Chicago calls timeout. Here's Scott. He has 5. Pass to Scott. Here's Nader. Defended by West. Here's Scott. Gets to the corner and buries it. Scott's got 7.
Chicago foul. Charlie Scott. First personal foul. First team foul.
Atlanta leading by 9. Here's Van Vliet. 8 points for him. Out to the right wing. Pass to Thompson. Picked by West. 6 to shoot. Now here's Allen. Latre.
Oh, really tough to run your offense with him in your face like that.
Here's Nader. It's Scott on the wing. 7 points in the game. Rebound, Atlanta.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And Van Vliet, here we go. It's blocked.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their business there.
And here's Atlanta. They have a 9-point lead.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Second team foul.
.115 left in the second quarter. Back to Van Vliet. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Atlanta making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
And that's the best way to beat a double team. Find the open man.
Floats one up. And Van Vliet lays it in. Van Vliet's got 10 points.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his side.
Count it.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Here's Cooper. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. To the inside. Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Here's Scott. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Scott hits them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And I like Van Vliet's shot selection. Terrific at looking to score when he sees the opportunity.
To the paint. Crafty move. Atlanta with the rebound. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Atlanta shooting their first foul shot of the game. Thompson no good on the free throw.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Scott, good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Allen. Jacks up a three. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game. Chicago calls timeout. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Scott. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lets the three fly on. Another three for Atlanta.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And yes, it's good. Atlanta leading by 8. Allen outside. Back to Brunson. To the inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
And defensively, that's what you want to avoid. You don't want to foul Harris because he's a great free throw shooter.
For Atlanta, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Brunson surveying the D. And Hibbert with the block.
We saw he was ready to swat that one away in very good position.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Scott. And it's off from 3-point range. Allen with the ball. Defended by Kneppel. Pulls from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Nader. Pass to Scott. Over Allen. Here's Hibbert. Lays it up off the glass. Hibbert's got it back down to single digits for Chicago.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
44 seconds left here in the third quarter. Scott can't get it to go. Brunson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Harris outside. Puts up a deep 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Williams. That's good from 17 feet away.
Nice jumper there. Sinking it.
Van Vliet outside. Takes a 3. And so it's Atlanta. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Chicago trails by 7. Here's Scott. An easy 2 points on the layup. Scott's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Chicago.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
And stolen by Thompson. Here's Brunson. And it's Smith with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. Here's Cooper. No good from outside. Atlanta leading by 5. Tries from 16. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Outside, Scott. Here's Abdia. 6 on the shot clock. There's the shot. Towns with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 5. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
So oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Oh, great work inside. He doesn't mind taking punishment on the way out.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And they are racking up the assist totals because they're moving the ball selflessly. You're seeing great chemistry out there.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Mullen with the ball. Defended by Kneppel. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. Now Van Vliet. A deep 3. It misses. Chicago trails by 3. Can't tie it up as that one goes astray. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Atlanta. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Thompson outside. This is Van Vliet. Now Williams. Shot clock at 3. Now Thompson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
And the layup is off. Atlanta leading by 3. Thompson outside. Now Van Vliet. Williams up top. Floats one up. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago trails by 5.
Oh, you got to be careful guarding him out there because he's more than capable of drawing fouls.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Scott hits them both.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
Thompson outside. Now Williams. Got it to go off the glass.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Van Vliet there for the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Harris. 4 on the shot clock. And he does not hit.
No time to waste on this possession.
They're going to have to act quickly right here.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
The putback. Count it.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for 2.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. 18 feet away. That does not go. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from...
Block 'em out of the phone. I'm breaking hearts and I put 'em in chrome. Swiping, no swiping. These be stealing my tones. Stealing the charts like the that I'm on. I might go Vincent Skeleton Bone. You know what?